about Chris Paul on the floor. They do not usually run, as you see the miss by Austin Rivers, they do not usually run passing game in the beginning. It is usually Chris Paul setting up the play, getting it to the guy. He wants to shoot that first shot.
They went into a weave in that first possession. So Minnesota now with the ball. Wiggins being played by Reddick. Got it on a hop, and it's Towns. Karl Anthony Towns in his second year out of Kentucky, and he is a talent.
He's going into his toolbox. He's getting most space earlier than usual coming in, as you see the step back, and that's what you need as a big fella in this game. If you have that 10-footer, 15-footer with a guy like Jordan, you can then use your pump fake to get him off his feet and use your quickness against him.
Clippers thought that Jordan was fouled. Here comes Towns on the drive, going right at Ba'amute. And the T-Wolves off to the good start. They lead it 15-8. They've hit 7 of 9 from the field.
And they can score in so many ways. You see, he lets one fly right there.
That's a beautiful touch. You're referring to Anthony Davis.
Last time out, Coach Thibodeau wants more on defense. He told his team they have to feel you. They don't feel you. Take control of the ball before the screen hits you and fight back. You're letting them attack you. We've got to attack them.
And Towns with a nice jump hook. He has 10 points. Towns 5 for 9 from the field.
Chris, Doc Rivers would agree with you. He wanted more pace. He said we didn't start out with enough pace. We're small. We want to play with that speed. And DeAndre Jordan had that big second quarter, remember? He said pace and pick and rolls really worked for DeAndre.
All right, Ron. Towns opens up the scoring.
What a beautiful move. I mean, Towns is one of the best young talents in this game, but it is so hard to score over a shot blocker. And what he did was take the space away from Jordan, put his shoulder in his chest, and still got the flip up.
Rivers, Paul last season during the playoffs, in fact, it forced Rivers, Paul to miss the last 2 games against Portland. They lost that series in 6. Nice work off the boards by Towns. But Chris Paul in December missed today, and the general feeling is in time he will turn things around. But they obviously have to shuffle this roster a bit in the offseason.
I think Coach Thibodeau is going to have to go in his playbook and learn to coach a different way and speed this team up. This isn't the Bulls or other teams he's played with, and I think the players are going to have to learn with that. But this is a new league, and he's one of the best defensive coaches in this league. Even if Blake gets back, who's their leading scorer, that's going to make it tough.
And it depends physically how both Chris Paul and Blake Griffin are when they do return as Towns hits once again.
They need to know how, and they need instruction. And you have a guy that talented not touching the ball for 8 or 9 plays, and your team starts to lose, he'll take a bad shot just to try to force it.
Oh, nice move by Towns, going baseline and finishing with the reverse.
Call the man's number.
Jamal Crawford. Looks to set it up. Nice bounce pass. Wiggins to the bucket, but that reverse went wide. It's kept alive, and Towns with the stuff. Jake had it knocked away, but Towns right there. Things have really picked up for both teams in this third quarter.
Williams and Moses Malone. Moses Malone loved getting his own rebounds, and Dominique loved dunking his own shot. Great finish.
Towns gives back to Muhammad. Spins his way. Towns with the follow.
That's what I'm talking about. Please, NBA, put the center back on the starting ballot.
Well, Towns would certainly be one of those leading candidates at that position.
He doesn't get any more layups, and he's exactly right. But when you stop DeAndre, look what happens. You open up the hole for someone else to penetrate if they're aware.
Nice pass again from Tyus Jones to Karl Anthony Towns.
Jones with a nice pass. He's come in and really got this team going. Not only with his shooting, sparking, and getting off the threes, but with his penetration.
Towns for 3. Yes. It's a 1-point Clipper lead.
Towns off the triple threat range it pours. Can we stick together and execute?
Well, when you're 14 and 28, you got to figure they do not do well in the fourth quarter. That's certainly been the case here. Towns He has 32 points, and the game is tied at 98.
And that's why the Wolves are saying, we don't care about our record or what you think of us. We're still in it.
In the backcourt now, the Clippers drop back as Tyus Jones comes across. A minute 20 remaining. Fourth quarter. 3-point lead for the Clippers.
Towns has a mismatch.
Towns able to take advantage. Cuts it to a 1-point game. Towns now 35 points. Doc Rivers takes a timeout.
Good time and found Towns inside.
Crawford this time not able to hit. Hit just a moment ago to extend it to a 3-point lead. So Minnesota in possession. Less than a minute remaining.
They go back to the same play of pick and roll to try to get someone to switch to give Towns a mismatch.
Turns and hits, and Minnesota leads by 1.
Let them loose, coach. Let them off the leash. These young boys can ball. They just need a little confidence, and they're trying to gain that tonight.